Why do you think your brand popped off? I guess
Because it's sick.
And why are you doing a 10K on Sunday?
To avoid parenting my children.
My name is Kieran.
Hi, my name's Tom.
Pip. I'm Rach. Lucy.
My name's Hannah.
Jacob.
Chris Meadowcroft.
I'm not a runner. A 10K to me is an ultra marathon, and I just want to show myself that I can do it.
I'm doing it for a bit of a challenge, plus it's May, the weather's nice and everyone in the office is doing it, so it should be good crack.
I think it's important that we're all together and doing something that's not just work related.
I've never run a 10K in my life, so part of the reason why I wanted to do it as well.
I'll be too quick for everyone else that's there, so I'm just going to run by myself.
Yeah, I think I can smash 55 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to have a nice time and finish it. That's it, really.
But actually, if I could do it in less than an hour, then that would be nice.
Just completing it's going to be an achievement, to be honest.
Definitely under an hour would be great. I did it in 58 minutes last year, so similar or a little bit quicker.
Looking forward to getting overtaken by probably everyone.
Could you imagine if I don't? I'm sat here giving it the big licks. Yeah, I run 55 minutes and actually I'm not.
Since training for it, I've discovered that I really don't like running.
We're meant to train.
Definitely enjoy it more. I'm not sure if I've got faster because everyone else just paces me and I run out, whatever they tell me to.
To finish it without any injuries, without passing out, in one piece, that's my only goal.
Steph said he'd sack me unless I ran it, unfortunately.
Morning. How are you feeling about this run? I'm feeling all right. It's a little warm, but I think everyone's got to deal with that as well. So just got to get out there and race as hard as possible for as long as possible and see what happens.
I'm all right. I mean, it's not too hot, so we're going to be all right today. Yeah.
You reckon you're going to get the pace?
I'm going to try my best. I think so. I'm going to smash it.
And Alfie Manthorpe is running very well the last 12 months or so. Alfie is tucked in there. There he is. He's actually pushing it on now. He's got one of the greats, Geramu, then Brett Robinson, great experience that the Australian has. But Manthorpe just trying to work out, Paul. I think he's going to get close to 28 minutes here. He's probably sensing it. If he can finish strongly, he's probably thinking, well, I'm not the top three here, but let's keep this pace going. I've got a chance of getting a personal best.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that will be going through his mind, and certainly in terms of with the two others around him, if I can go to the front and just push on a little look back, then come on, somebody give me a bit of help here, because we are on for a decent time and I would like to maintain this, and I'm feeling good. I see Brett Robinson checking his watch and now moves alongside to help Alfie Manthorpe out a little bit as they work together over this closing couple of kilometres.
Alfie Manthorpe has really chased hard for Geramu, but Geramu just responds, finds a little bit of speed from years gone by. Alfie Manthorpe not far outside his personal best, around about 28.20. We'll get the official time there. Very good run from him though. 5th place in a good field. Brett Robinson in 6th.
How'd you get on? How are we doing? What time did you get? 28.16, I think. 28.16. For 5th. This best of my life. Best of my life.
Oh, good, mate. You smashed it. I think it was something between. Yeah.
So it's not the heat and the bit of the wind on the hill. It's not fast as good.
No.
Well,
it kind of catfishes you. I told you, like, obviously you've never run it before. Like last year, I remember half of it's downhill. Second half, so good.
I went through 5k in 13:50 and I was like, this is so easy.
Yeah.
And then the Africans got away from us. So there was me and this Australian guy working together, and then we just kicked to the end.
That's insane. Well done, mate.
Cheers.
Why are you running with no socks?
Professionals run without socks.
Do they?
No, that's what Jakob Ingebrigtsen said. So
Have you actually got no socks on?
yeah, they do. Well, you said I can't wear ankle socks, so I'm wearing.
Indeed, you're not allowed to wear ankle socks, are you? Ankle socks in no-go.
Did you see me at the end or no?
What was I did, I got you. What was your time?
42.39.
That's it.
I think I know my limits now.
Probably the best race I've ever, well, definitely the best race I've ever done. So I'm a bit blown away by it, to be honest with you. It was a good race, tough course, a bit windy in the last 5k. So we're working together with a few Olympians. So it's the first time I've ever been in that environment before, where I was like leading or taking the work with people much better than me. So I think we went through 5k in my 5k PB as well, like 13:50. So it was an interesting point from there. But yeah, it was great. The support was great. Like so many people like cheering. I guess it helps that I've got my name on my bib, but just so many people in 247 as well. So yeah, unbelievable.
How was that spin?
That was pretty tough. I haven't left much out there, I'll tell you that. I've given that everything I've fucking got. But there you go.
I think overall, it was definitely the best race that I've done in my life for quite a few different reasons. Kind of going into the race, I wasn't really sure what to expect because you never really know in training until you get on the start line or actually in the race how good you feel and how well your training's been going, because there's only a certain amount of stimulus you can get in training without actually racing. So first few K in the race, I was already knowing that this was going to be a great day to race. I was trying to check the clock as we went, because we had the lead car in front of us, and at like the K markers I was just checking the times, and I was like, I can't believe we're still running this pace. So just trying to carry on that throughout the whole race was just trying to be in front, as near the front as possible for as long as possible, and that kind of happened until about 5k. And to be honest, at 5k I was already thinking like, I can't believe I'm still here, because I think we went through 5k in 13:50, which is 2 seconds slower than my 5k personal best, and I had a 10k. So it was a bit of a shock to me to still be there around the Olympic champion was next to me and some other brilliant runners were there. So, but from 5k they kind of pushed on a bit, and I had to make the decision whether to sort of hold back a bit and then try to work from close towards the end, which I did decide to do. So there was me and I think Brett Robinson who held off the pace a bit at 5k when I think a group of 5 other runners broke away, and I kind of said to him, should we just work together here, because the wind was starting to be a bit of a factor coming to like, I guess 6k onwards, because you're running back towards the city centre. So I decided we take 500 meters each, keep the pace honest, and just try and chase the people in front. And we ended up catching, I think, 2 Japanese runners, and then we caught Gerimu, who has won London Marathon before. I think he's a 2:02 marathon runner. So I had no clue why he was around me in the race. And at that point, it kind of felt really surreal to still be running with people like that, because Brett Robinson is someone I've looked up to for years, and Gerimu's one of the best marathon runners ever. So kept on pushing the pace, and around 1k to go, Gerimu set off again, and about 500 meters to go, I kind of tried to put a push into the finish line because the atmosphere was just so good. I was like, I can't not just give it everything over the last few hundred meters and just sprint to the line. The finish was a bit uphill, so it was quite painful, to be honest. I did almost catch Gerimu, and if you see the video of the race, he was like celebrating with like a salute across the line. I was like, I wouldn't be doing that for 4th when I almost beat you, but he could do it once. So yes, he's still an unbelievable runner. So yeah, the race itself was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. I mean, seeing everyone from Rep do amazing things as well. So many people around personal best, so many people around the 10k for the first time. That was an unbelievable day. I've done a few city road races before. I've never raced in Manchester before, never raced in Sheffield before. In fact, I think the only time I've raced in the north of England was Leeds. So it almost felt like a bit of a home race, even though I am from Sheffield. But running the streets of Manchester with the atmosphere and how many people were lining and cheering for you. I don't know if it was because I was wearing my number on the front with my name on, but people were really cheering for me quite a long way throughout the race. So it was just a great feeling. I mean, it's a relatively fast course. It wasn't the fastest, but in terms of like UK cities, you're not going to get much better. So it's definitely something I'll do again. I think as soon as I finished the race, I was like thinking I'm going to sign up for the half marathon in October, and I'm probably going to look at doing the Manchester Marathon at some point soon. Don't want to promise when that is yet, maybe next year, maybe the year after, but definitely something I want to do a lot more of because it's been my best race ever, so I kind of want to replicate that with running through Manchester again and trying to have the same result.
You mentioned there about Manchester being the best city race. Why is it the best city race?
I think the reason Manchester's the best city race is because compared to like London, where London is so built up and so massive, it's almost a bit too surreal and a bit southern maybe. And Manchester, obviously being from the north of England, feels a bit more like home. And the city itself is still a nice city and there's a lot going on, but you kind of get a bit of a break where, for example, on the 10k there was kind of 4k in the middle where it was a bit quieter, where you could just kind of lock in and just grind out, and then you come back in. And when you needed the atmosphere the most, it kind of picked up again towards the final few kilometers to really like bring you home. So it just felt really good. I think like you get carried a lot more when the atmosphere is good, and you just get like an extra few seconds per kilometer just to push on. So the week after the race, I did have a 10k track race for GB, and obviously that's something I have to sort of always try to pursue, is represent my country, because it is classed as the pinnacle of the sport, and it's something for my whole running career that for most of it I didn't think I'd ever be able to do. So now when I get these opportunities to race for my country, it's kind of something I have to do and can't take for granted. The only issue at the minute is it's quite an expensive thing because of how financially struggling the governing body is. You end up having to pay to run for your country, which does feel a little bit backwards, especially because it's meant to be the pinnacle of the sport. But it's something I kind of have to do at this point because I'm not in a position to turn down running for Great Britain.